Mr. Vineet Akre. He's Senior Vice President, WardWizard Innovations and Mobility Limited. Mr. Vineet has more than 20 years experience in design and manufacturing of high voltage instrument transformers, IoT-based products, developing database applications, and 3D CAD in solid edge. He is B in Electronics and Communications and certified internal auditor for ISO quality management system. He headed high voltage testing lab as quality manager, implemented ERP system for better management of processes, and designed special purpose machines for hydraulic pipe bending and CNC plasma cutting. Today, Mr. Vineet will give us a brief view on IoT-based GPS traceability. So delegate, let's welcome Mr. Vineet.
Uh, Now, I will tell you a brief about our company. WardWizard Innovations and Mobility Limited is an innovation-driven company with a market cap of 1,850 crores. We entered in the vehicle segment, electric vehicle segment, with the brand Joy Bikes, with more than 10 plus product variants and 4 high-speed bikes. We are listed as India's first EV manufacturers to be listed on BSE. As part of our future plans, we intend to set up OEM manufacturing plants for EV components like motors, motor controllers, instrument clusters, chassis. We also have plans to set up battery manufacturing unit in the near future. In the coming future, we plan to target markets like Europe and Middle East also. So now, coming to traceability. First of all, why there is a need for track and trace. So, in a typical manufacturing setup, there are suppliers, then there are production facilities, and then the product, when it's finished, it goes to the customer. Now, these goods and items, as they go through this process from the raw material stage to the production to the customer and customer, tracking is nowadays very much important to improve on the product quality, and it also helps in reducing non-compliance. When it comes to IoT-based tracking, so presently there are smart containers. So supplies which come from our from the component suppliers, they are tracked. We get a packing list of what the material is coming, and we are able to track it online. So our it helps us to ensure that our conveyor system, the assembly line, is not stopped. We have continuous supply of parts from our suppliers. So if there is a short supply, then we do arrangements to ensure that the assembly line is not down. So GPS-based tracking helps us in that way from our local suppliers. Of course, from international the products which is received from China, we are not able to do that. But from our local suppliers, we get we have a team of people who track the coming parts which we are receiving, and the inventory whether level is maintained to ensure that. So GPS-based tracking helps us in that way here. We have product-based tracking in our parts. As soon as the parts are received here at the containers are unloaded, the material is immediately we are applying barcodes on the products, and along with the lot numbers and all. So on the assembly line, these are we have barcode readers, and all the data is logged in while the assembly process is going on. So the entire job configuration, like which motor controller is used, what batch of motor controller is used, what batch of motor is used. So we have all these details logged in our ERP, and so whenever there is a vehicle recall or some faulty part is identified, so we are able to inform our customers about the faulty part, and we are able to recall the vehicles. So traceability, IoT-based traceability uh, helps us there in ensuring that we have good data about the components in our vehicles. Now, once the products are finished and uh, they are dispatched, so they are also our shipment suppliers. They have this tracking facilities, GPS-based tracking facilities. So, so we are able to track this the supply, the dispatches also online to ensure that a customer gets it in time. So this is how GPS-based tracking is helping us in our industry. So also it helps. We have a solution, tracking solution for our vehicles, wherein we our vehicles are fitted with this IoT devices, and so it helps the us to gain knowledge about the customer usage, and helps us gives us data which can help us improve the product quality. Like we have details about the vehicle usage, per day usage, then the present battery level, whether the customer is completely discharging the battery, because that is not advisable. So all this data we are collecting, uh, and we're able to provide uh, data to our customers, telling we can advise them that the usage pattern which you are presently doing, you are charging the battery very frequently, you are uh, completely discharging the battery. All this will lead to a lower battery life. So it will affect the battery life. So there we are able to give them uh, inputs that how you can improve the life of the vehicle. So this is how, like, I think GPS IoT based tracking is helping our industry uh, as a EV manufacturer um, in, in improving our product, and ensuring that our supply chain is in proper place.